Shout out to D4.
I wanna run my fingers through your hair, say what's on my mind, hold your body close to me until the end of time. I'm thinking of you, I really want you, baby, I really want you, Your brown eyes, your lovely skin, your beauty run deep outside and in. Oh yeah, you sweet as honey, want you more than money. This feeling, girl, I just can't explain. They don't walk through by the hand, and I wanna run my fingers through your hair, say what's on my mind, hold your body close to me until the end of time. I'm thinking of you, I really want you, baby, I really want you, Sexy body, make me your hobby, 'cause I need you every day, yeah. As far as I can see, I need you here with me. Don't you ever go away, 'cause I wanna run my fingers through your hair, say what's on my mind, hold your body close to me until the end of time. I'm thinking of you, I really want you, baby, I really want you, Yeah. I say you all up in my head, dancing on my brain. You want me and I want you, I'll give you everything. Better than that, how about this? You can have my heart, my cards on the table, I choose you from the start. I can tell that you want me when I look into your eyes. That walk in them jeans, it keep me hypnotized. When I'm with you, it's pleasure. When I'm waiting for you, it's pain. Let's keep it G, let's get together, baby girl, let's do this thing. I wanna run my fingers through your hair and say what's on my mind, and hold your body close to me until the end of time. I'm thinking of you, I really want you, baby, I really want you, I wanna run my fingers.
What do you do? What chaos? Long time, no see. It's your boy Chaos, you know what I'm saying? Back on the scene once again. It's just our opinion podcast. Broadcasting live and direct out of M Town, Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, I'm in the Mid South, 3 hours away from home, where I will be in a couple of days. Just waiting on my brother, Dark Prince, to come on the scene in a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute too. You know, I'm still in the recovery zone of my Bell palsy. You know, so if I think I'm doing better now than I've been doing for the last couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Still kind of dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's not the reason why I haven't been doing my podcast. Is because on one side of the tracks, Facebook had blocked me because of a little picture that I posted. It's funny. You know, they put me on a 90-day hiatus. So, you know, I just said, fuck it, I'm just going to stay off the podcast for a while. So now I'm back on the scene with some really important topics tonight. You know what I'm saying? Only as you can see down there on the ticker. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how I started it off. I can read it off to you guys. Well, I know y'all can see it, y'all can read it yourself, but it's a pretty good topic, you know. Can black women lead us in leadership? And they letting black women be in control of our black communities. Can black women raise young black men? Some women don't want to date anymore. And the news. So yeah, that's all. I got a big whammy going on right now. When it comes down the topic tonight, it's gonna probably rub folks the wrong way. You know, it is what it is. We'll you gotta just get the notion and get the understanding on why I created these topics tonight. It's not to bash black women, because I love black women. You know, I came from a black woman. I love black women. Well, for some odd reason, black women seem not to love themselves, like I've been saying, time and time again. And the thing is, the whole concept of accountability and responsibility is out the window with a lot of women nowadays. And they want to place the blame on the black man. You know what I'm saying? We already got it tough as it is, just being who we are. And then, you know, y'all our last hope. And then they got y'all brainwashing, y'all doing sucker shit toward black men. So it's got to the point where it's like, excuse me, it's like, you know, we at war with each other right now. Cause I done seen so many posts on Facebook and TikTok, and the stuff that I seen is ridiculous. How we look at each other nowadays. It's really sad. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, it's just like we don't know how to even be human towards each other anymore. And I know where it comes from. I know why it's like it is in this day and time. It's a whole lot of agendas that been prompt way back in the 1970s. They clearly was looking for this time and day to occur when it comes down to black men and black women. Because see, the thing is, back in the 60s, around the civil rights movement, black men and black women stuck together in unison to make sure they got equal rights like everybody else in this country. And at that time, black women knew her place as a feminine being, just like we knew our place as a masculine being. They basically destroyed all that in this day and time. And that was, the thing was, they have been watching us. And y'all probably say, who is they? Well, I'll give you a little example of what I'm talking about. And you go figure. This is what I'm talking about. The powers that be. This little cartoon character right here. This is who I consider as the powers that be. Is these the one that literally controls the society that we live in. Believe it or not, you might say, well, my mayor of the town that I live in, or the mayor that the city that I live in runs shit. Not really. He's got a boss too. He or she got a boss too. And he or she bosses this guy here. The powers that be. And the thing is, they are in control of what you do, how you do, and when you do. How you spend your money, and so on and so on, believe it or not. The thing is, seeing black men and black women unifying together is like a taboo in this country because they don't want to see that. That's like, what I'm saying, if these guys get together, they're going to basically take over the United States or whatever. And that's not even in our forte to do no shit like that. But we can work for people. Whatever's given to us, we're going to take it. Good or bad. So they basically thinking on another standard. They think that we're going to take over this country if we ever unify. No, it's not. We're not going to even do no shit like that. All we want to do is just have our 40 acres and a mule. They say the crime rate in the urban areas is because there are no fathers in the home, where they're halfway right and they halfway wrong. Most of it, yeah, it's the father situation, but the other part is because of the economic shortage, to the point where they don't want to hire people, certain minority people. They say it ain't got shit to do with. Yeah, it's got a big play on the father side of the game. Yeah, I get that part. That is true. But when it comes down to the economic situation where jobs are being, taken out of the neighborhoods or whatever the case may be, or they got the jobs and they don't want to hire certain people, what I'm saying? Then you're going to have these youngsters out here doing any and every damn thing to survive. And then a lot of the young folks, they out here doing shit. They just doing it because there's no repercussions on how they were raised, because moms ain't paying attention to them too much, so they out running the street. They basically letting the streets raise them. So yeah, it's all kind of mixed. It's a mixture of all kind of false situations going on in our society. And now that we talking about the society concepts, nowadays, in a lot of cities, black women are becoming the leaders of these cities, certain cities, crime-ridden cities nowadays. And the men, the black men, are not have no parts of that anymore. All they doing is working, making their money, and standing on their own and staying out the way. While the black men are running these cities and stuff. The problem that be they don't run these cities because they know they're not gonna do shit. And most of these black women in these places like Memphis, Atlanta and stuff like that, they're not doing their job. They're not trying to do their job. All they want to do is sit cute behind the desk and just be there. You know what I'm saying? They're not really sought up for that type of situation. Most people might say, oh, here you go, you can start woman bashing. Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. It's not even about that. Without further ado, I see Russ then came on in here. So let's get him on in here. You know what I'm saying? I was wondering what this damn ticker was up here for on my screen. Without further ado, I rather Dark Princess in the house. Ruh, what was happening?
Just get that damn shower over that way. And getting everything done. So been done before that time frame. Had a little running around to do before that, but we back in the building though. How's everybody going tonight? Hope the weekend's been beautiful.
Yeah, he's here. He's here. Without further ado, gotta get the flaws going. Gotta get the flaws going. You know what I'm saying? He's here. Yeah, I just had opened up talking about the whole concept of women leading our communities and stuff like that nowadays. What's your take on that, bro? Let's get straight to it. Shit.
What about our communities now again?
Black women are being the big leaders and stuff, being in leadership in our communities nowadays. Now, before you start, I just thought about it. I want to play you a video, and I just want you to just tell me what you think, because it's a woman talking about. Let me see what that video at. I think this is it right here. She's talking about how she was a supervisor or some shit. Hold on, here you go.
And I'm gonna just say it because nobody wants to talk about it, but Black women as supervisors.
With my experience as a supervisor, I found that my Black employees needed additional training. I found that my Black employees, see, we have to be careful as Black people because this is TikTok. Okay? And if we're saying that we're bad leaders, I'm afraid to say certain things because I don't want the other side to say, see, I found that a lot of my Black employees were sneaky. I found that they were sneaky. Other people may not spot it in us, but we spot it in one another. And then when we have to correct, the Black employees will consider us being heavy-handed or on a power trip. When my white employees, I didn't have as much problem with that.
What you think, bro?
Well, going back to the name, you know what I'm saying, the riot. She made a valid point because we don't respect our businesses. We don't respect our business owners because we don't look at, even though we are business owners, some of us are business owners and all, the majority of us don't look at them as important or valued or respected for that much because it's one of us and they didn't do it. So if you have to be in an all-Black company, then you should be trying your best, you know what I'm saying, to make that company shine because it's our people that's running it. Our people is on the forefront. And the thing is, if there's a white person that was running everything, you wouldn't open your mouth. You wouldn't have nothing to say about it. That's the whole thing about it. So it's hypocritical to feel like, you know what I'm saying, that we can only do it for, you know what I'm saying, if they're white face. Then we'll fall in line. Let's make it seem like you being a fake dude on that one. My thing is, you know what I'm saying, if you got work ethic in you and you get up on every Monday going through Friday, 9 to 5, whatnot, or whatever your hours is through the week. The thing is, if you got a white employee, you ain't going in there arguing about what you ain't gonna do that day or how you ain't gonna do it. You gonna do it and get on up out of there. But with our people, you know what I'm saying, they don't look at them that way.
Nope.
That's how I feel about it, though.
Thing that hurts
you don't respect.
Yeah, that's the thing that hurts the most because, like you said, it's got to be like a color extinction to the point where you have to respect a person because of the color of their skin, not the color of their character, not the ways of their character or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to work at the fish plant in Hollandale, Mississippi. And it was a woman. I ain't gonna call her name, but she was a lead person, and she was so enthused by her position, she damn near thought she was a supervisor,
I
and
can
she
believe it.
gave more fuck. She gave more fuck about that factory than the Caucasians did.
Hmm.
And it's just like the story of the Samvos in the slave in the house Negro Samvos back in the days where they, you know what I'm saying, was in the house with the slave master. And the slave master, he'll hook around there and leave the house. If the house catch on fire, the Samvo will be there to put the motherfucker out while the slave master then took off and ain't told nobody shit. He's another trying to save the slave master's house while the slave master then gone out of town somewhere and let the house burn. Okay, master, I got your house. I want to take your house away. But at the same time, he ain't at the house. He left like, nigga, you crazy. I'm not trying to stay there. That damn house is on fire. But he gonna have his ass out there with a goddamn bucket of water trying to put that big ass fire out.
Yep.
And that's how you got some black folks nowadays. They would do everything for white supremacy, but won't do shit for their own kind. And that's not being racist. That's being real. You know, because like I say, I don't go along with the whole concept of a woman in leadership because I feel like she ain't got no business leading nothing on that level. Because that's too much stress on her as a woman. You know, she's not
It
built for
is.
that. You know, even to the point where she trying to do work like a man. You know, that's the whole thing that Gloria Steinway started back in the 1960s with that Miss organization and shit with the women's liberation thing, but she was saying that we can do everything a man can do, which was a
Yeah.
goddamn Del Conte jam lie. Because you can't do everything a man can do. Other than that, you'll be a damn man. But she literally did that because it was a setup to get black women to go come over there and literally try to separate from her man. Not knowing that Miss Steinway literally had her husband. She didn't get away from her husband, even though she was talking shit about men. She didn't get away from her husband. The black women literally got away from their husbands and boyfriends and whatnot, and think they can do everything by themselves. So it basically started a generational curse 40 and 50, 60, 50, 40, 50, 60, almost 60 years now since that situation back in the late, I don't want to say the mid and late 60s. Because
Hmm.
the women's liberation movement, it basically was about, they talking about it was more about, it wasn't just about black and white women, it was about everybody. Well, see, it's not, they're not getting it. That's how they want you to think that it wasn't about black and white women. It was about black women in particular, because all the Chinese, the Asians, and all that wasn't falling for that dumb shit.
That
The
it was.
Arabs, the Armenians, the Indians, all over that. And they wasn't gonna fall for it because they knew their role as human beings on this planet. They knew what they were. They knew their job.
I agree.
Well, for some of our, we struggling up the hill, knowing what we supposed to do as black men and women. So now it didn't got to the point where we wanted to integrate through the civil rights movement. We wanted to be a part of these folks' nomination, and now we acting 10 times worse than they ever act.
Want to be a part of the denomination?
Yeah, you know what I'm
That's how it
saying?
goes.
Y'all want to be in leadership. You want to be the first black everything, first black mayor, first black chief of police, first black fire chief, first black secretary, first black president, first black something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
But
what
at the
does it
same
do for
time,
you?
your community is lacking. Huh?
I'm like saying, what does it
Saying,
do
bro?
for you? You know what I'm saying? You getting all these firsts being this, that, and the third, though, but how does it help?
It's
That's
all
my whole
about
thing.
it's all
How's
about a
that?
symbol. All about looks. Yes, it's about looks. It's a symbol. See, when you see they already know clearly. Y'all think black folks like they always white folks this, white folks that. Why ain't no black folks? And then they put black folks in the White House or whatever the case may be. They ain't gonna give you no position, no higher position than what they want you to get.
Exactly.
Even when they start letting black folks get to the point where they start getting these high positions, they gonna tell them you ain't gotta do nothing. Just sit there and look good for the camera, look good for the television. That's all. And they keep on doing it over and over again. That's why I don't understand why black folks still continue to vote Democrat or any of that shit. Because it ain't doing them no goddamn good. It's just a ritual. If y'all really knew out there, that's listening, knew how this whole political game works, you'll understand that it's a joke. It's to make you feel like you're important when you're not. They literally got a damn a motherfucking Asian crime bill, Asian hate crime bill. Well, black folks been in this country forever and a day, and they can't even get nothing like that.
No, they ain't gonna get it. Definitely ain't gonna get it.
You know why you ain't gonna get it? Because they make money off of you. That's why. You're the primary target of the economic melting pot, as far as prison and funeral homes is concerned. Either in jail or you in hell. They're making money off of both ways. Yep.
That makes sense.
Like I say, because I wanted to tap in and be messy. Well, not be messy, but let you hear this. I don't know if I can do it. Let me see if I can look it up and see if I can do it. If I can, I want to tap in on the podcast with this young brother. He called himself, I guess he's a liberal or something or whatever, but he's doing a live podcast right now as we speak on TikTok, and he's talking against Donald Trump, and he's talking against the Republicans, and the way he's talking, bruh, it's just like listening to a bitter woman. He literally he let this Caucasian dude come on there, and he wouldn't let the man really say too much of nothing. Every time the Caucasian dude, because the Caucasian dude like, man, you ain't got to be so racist, talking about crackers this, cracker that, you know what I'm saying, all this old stuff. He said, we just have a decent conversation. And dude was hollering like, y'all, it's cool, y'all do it, y'all do this and that, no, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, just let the man talk and get his point across. Stop being so goddamn emotional, black people. God damn.
I agree.
I mean, and then a woman, it was a female, she's talking all loud and getting all crazy, talking shit too. What's wrong with you white folks? Y'all always do this stuff, and then when we say something, then y'all get all mad and all that old shit. And I'm like, girl, shut up. Let me see if I can look that up so you can check this out. Because we probably tap. If I can tap in with them, tap in and let you hear this shit, bro, you go like, man, this is fucked up. Okay. Yeah, because he got a big old banner called Trump for prison. Yeah, that's it right there. Let me see if I can pull it up on the big screen. I'm looking at it on the phone. I don't see I can pull it up on the big screen.
Okay.
I don't hardly, I don't do TikTok too much on the do TikTok on the podcast. But we gonna do it tonight. Let me see if I can. Okay, he called himself Union Gang. And you see if I can get his ass and let you just hear how these folks is talking. It's hilarious how fucked up and lost we are. Union Gang. I'm talking about, it's hilarious.
I can believe it.
I think this is it. Let's see. Hold on. Live. damn it. I don't know, because this damn signal here in Memphis kind of shady. You know how that is. And they don't want niggas looking at shit too good. Shout out to cuz Derek Tyler. He want us to talk about the situation with P. Diddy. Did you ever get anything else on them?
Yeah, I
We're
did.
gonna get into that until we get off the whole concept of the leadership of black women. We're gonna talk about that in the news part. I'm trying to see it load up because it's loading kind of slow. Damn.
But what I found out through the, you know what I'm saying, with the Cass and Diddy situation was that the funny thing was, I come to find out Diddy tried to sue the powers that shouldn't be because he said they were being racist against his company and trying to push the Ciroc situation at the time. So after that, he tried to, you know what I'm saying, sue them again because they had told him that, you know, that regardless of what you're saying, it's going to be our way regardless. So now they're allowing folks to attack him when they usually about 5 years ago, they wouldn't allow that. He would have got away with what he been getting away. 3 folks, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, a lot of folks around Bad Boy ain't here no more. I'm talking about ARs. I'm talking about girlfriend. I'm talking about artists. So he got away. But it's different now. Hold on a second, bro.
Okay. Yeah, because your mic is going in and out. Okay. Well, he snapped off his. Be back on telly. I know he's not on his phone. I don't know, bro. He'll be back on in a minute. But I'm gonna go to a little. I think I'm gonna have to stop and go to a little break right quick, ladies and gents. And I'll be back. I'm trying to see if I can pull that video up. Or is taking that call. So please bear with me. I'll be right back. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be right back, y'all. Hold it down. I'll be right back.
can we let the government of America off? Because the government of the United States of America has proved to be the worst enemy of black people. So now when it comes time for justice, this is not spoken out of hatred or out of bitterness, but reparations have to be given to black people, even as Jews received reparations from the onslaught of Nazi Germany. And now the Japanese are going to receive reparations for what America did by putting them in concentration camps. What's wrong with the children of slaves? We are here poor, ragged, hungry, naked, and out of doors. Reparations is what we want, and everyone that had a part in our destruction will have a part in paying reparations. I'll be right back.
Big facts.
Do you know that as beautiful as your body is, after a man scopes it and knows every square inch of it, sex ain't gonna keep it. There's another pretty woman right down the street that he is not yet discovered. So if sex is what you think is keeping a man, then you will only think that the beauty of your form and the beauty of your body is keeping your man, when it is really the beauty of your mind and your soul that he never discovers. So a woman should not be so quick to open her knees. A man should be worthy to have you. Say it. And you cheapen yourself if you go out on a date and the first time you out with the date, your knees are open. How the hell is he gonna respect you?
like, all right. But, hopefully it come up by the time Brooke comes back on. Let's see. But it is funny how, as black folks, how we really think about things and don't really understand the real concept of certain stuff. You know, we're going off of word of mouth for certain things, and it just makes us look like a bunch of airheads. And it's not to the point where I'm talking about, you know, like I know so much of this and so much of that. That's not the point. The point is that, you know, when President Obama was in the White House, and he got in the White House in 2008, 2009, some shit like that, I voted, believe it or not. I voted twice for him. The first time, I was excited because somebody that was damn near the same complexion as me, a little bit lighter. Well, he had coarse hair, like me, who was finally in the White House. And I thought that was the most beautiful thing in the world at the time. Not knowing that there was a setup, that the whole concept of Obama being in the White House was a symbol of how can I say it? It was basically a status symbol of a visualization of a black person being in the White House. But Obama never claimed to be black. He never claimed to be anything of the minority situation when he was in the White House. So it made him really made me question who this guy really was. Was he really for us, or was he for the other side? Come to find out, he's for the other side. All the things that we fought for and tried to get, he gave to he gave to these different foreign groups, and you know, he passed everything for everybody except black folks. And you wonder why, when black people get shot down by the police or whatever the case may be, it's because they're not protected. All because of him. See, we can place the blame on Donald Trump because, you know, Donald Trump is a manly man. When I mean a manly man, he basically feels like he don't need nobody or nothing because he came in the White House with money. So me talking like that, you like say, damn, you must be a Republican. No, I'm looking at a person's character, not their color. If a person is willing to stand up and hold his plea of the bargain of what's going on in society and don't need no help and don't ask for handouts or whatever the case may be, that's a person that really stands on what he or she believes in. I can vouch for that. See, Obama, he got in the White House, he didn't care about nothing when it came down to black folks. Even when Freddie Gray got trampled to death in Washington, D.C., or Baltimore, he said nothing but literally just told black people to stand back and get out the fucking streets. You know, black folks was upset, and they, you know, what the thing is, beyond all that shit is basically a snow job to make us look like a bunch of damn fools. That's why most Caucasians, when you say certain things about certain stuff, they laugh at you because they know that you really don't know what the hell you're talking about. And you get all emotional and you get pissed off and you're ready to kick their ass and all this other stuff because you really don't understand the real concepts of everything. Just like they don't understand certain things. And it's like both of us, we both in between a situation that it's got us at each other's necks, and we don't even know where it comes from. The energy comes from. Well, one day, I believe that the shit gonna get revealed, and it's gonna make us be all emotional and hurt to realize that we've been fucking each other over all these years by a certain percentage of people that runs this world, so-called run this country and run this world. Because a lot of times we don't really understand, like I said, we don't understand policies and political situations. All we doing is going off what we see on CNN and all these news stations. But you don't realize they put that shit out there for you to see. Other than that, they're not gonna tell you the real story or nothing. The main people that you go to for your information is the main ones that breaking you down, separating you. So my black women, when you think that you're getting these high positions and thinking that you all on top of the world and thinking that you're looking down on the black man and saying that you don't need him, just remember, you telling God, the merciful God that you say you worship, that you don't like or don't want to have nothing to do with his creation that he made for you to have, because you don't want to be accountable for your own situation. And that's what it's all about. It's about being accountable for your own situation. What is this? I don't know. Look at that later. Anyway, let's move further. I got a video of this sister, because I don't leave the leadership situation alone. You know, we got past that, the leadership and letting black women be in control of the black community. Can black women raise young men? Okay, let's go straight to that. Can black women raise young black men? I say yes, when it comes to the point of carrying him and feeding him and raising and bringing him up from an infant to a little boy. You know, that's one part. But when it comes down to him starting to grow around at least 3 or 4 years old, that's when the men sort of step in and start helping the woman potty train him and show him how to be a descendant of a man, young man. A black woman cannot do that, even though she try, even though she says she can, but she can't. And the reason why is because you don't supposed to, because you're not a man yourself, you're a woman. So the thing is, when I hear someone say that they can raise a young man into they can raise a young man into a man, I call bullshit on it, because you can't. You don't supposed to. That's not your job. Your job is to nurture him from a baby to a point where he can walk. And then from there, the man's supposed to come in and do the rest. Now, caring for him, that's one thing. I can understand that. But basically showing him how to do certain things that men can do, that's where you get off the bus at. And it's not being a male chauvinist or whatever they call, the excuse words or narcissism, all that dumb shit. It's about the whole concept of you not doing what you supposed, or not doing, you don't supposed to do that completely. You know what I'm saying? The man, that's his job, because when he started to learn how to potty train and get himself potty trained, the man should be there to show him how to stand up at a stall or a toilet or something and stand up and feed. No man ain't got no business sitting down feeding unless you're taking the shit. That's just being straight before. But nowadays, I heard stories where women don't, they don't know how to show. They try, and then you got some women that have a kind of an ideal on it, but at the same time, it's still not her job. And then women will say, "Well, the man don't. He always leave." I have a problem with that because most men don't leave unless you make them leave. A lot of time when a man leaves, it's because he didn't like you in the first place, and or he just well, that's it. He didn't like you in the first place, and 9 times out of 10, you knew he didn't like you in the first place, but you put it up with him, and you try to keep him around because you found out you got pregnant and you're afraid to be by yourself, being a single parent. Then you got all the damn naysayers, all the bitter women that's around you telling you, girl, you don't need that nigga. I help you raise such and such. You don't need him. So you start being in tune to yourself to think that you don't need a man. And now all these women surrounded you while you raising your little boy. And you raising your little boy to be just like you, a little girl in a man's form, young man's form. He started talking back and acting all sassy and just acting all feminine and shit. Because it'll fit your caliber to the way you act. That's why a lot of times the young men be so attached to you. And when you do decide to date again, he all in your grill, all in your business. Who that nigga is? Just like the TV show, the movie Baby Boy, when Jody was asking who Melvin was. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't used to seeing his mother with no nigga around beside his father. And he was a young man then. So the thing is, when you raise these young men, you gotta realize how you raise them. You raise them to be just like you. And then sometimes you might not even know it, but yeah, it comes out to be that way. And then he's not being a manly man because he don't know how. He don't man to be there. Then sometimes you try to get your uncles, your cousins, or your brother or somebody to help you try to raise your child. And sometimes it works and sometimes it don't, because you got to remember, your brother and your uncle and them, they got families too. They got kids they have to look after too. So it ain't going to make no earthly good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to do no earthly good. You know what I'm saying? You get your relatives to help you raise your child. So the thing is, learn how to pick your men wisely before you lay down and decide to have sex or make love, whatever you want to call it, with him. Don't go trying to deal with a guy that somebody that that knows somebody, whatever, and try to, lay down with this guy because of what a friend told you he was all about. You got to find out this person yourself. Learn how to find out this person yourself. What I know is kind of hard for certain women because certain women don't even know their own value. So therefore, they already in cahoots of being fucked over in the head to the point where they don't even understand their value. So chances are they'll fake any damn thing. And then when shit ain't working right and they get pregnant, they get on Facebook and do all this shit, talking glad to do it out and all of those stuff. Little kid shit. But she ain't gonna talk about her unaccountability circumstances. And that's what's really going on in this society. Because I see women all the time trying to downplay men being sorry and weak and this and that and other because you chose to be with that sucker. Ain't nobody put a gun to your head and told you to hit that dude. You chose him. So you got to be accountable for your own personal actions. Okay, let's get off of that. Some women don't want to date anymore. Okay, let's go to that. Well, I know y'all just seen the viral videos where they saying that women saying they don't want to go to certain places and stuff. Like the Cheesecake Factory and coffee shops and stuff, just going different places with their so-called boyfriend or whatever. This is my thing. I feel like women that have that type of mindset are the same women that I'm talking about that don't value themselves. They don't know how to value themselves. Because if a woman really is into this guy and she really like him, the guy really like her, and he's willing to take her on a date and pay for everything, she should just take it for what it is. What, like I say, if you don't know your value, if you don't know yourself, and you don't understand the concepts of a man, because your father wasn't in your life, you're going to make bad decisions. Because a lot of women have, that I've seen throughout my grown life, have made bad decisions with men. And then a lot of times they get out here thinking they're knowing too goddamn much. They know it all. And they get out here and make bad decisions with these guys that they know. They know they can see the guy ain't worth a damn, but they just get with him anyway. And so now, all of a sudden, they're going to get smart and think that I'm going to show these niggas, he's going to show these niggas, I ain't going to go to no goddamn Cheesecake Factory. I don't let these niggas take, you know what I'm saying, show me like $500-600, on some dinner or whatever, going to one of these high, heavy, authentic restaurants, and you know what I'm saying, make a fool out of him. Not knowing that you're making a fool out your damn self. Because when you do this, that energy that you're pulling on this man, that certain man, is going to follow you everywhere you go. So the next guy that you try to talk to, he might set your ass up for the kill, literally. So you better be careful on how you do people, because karma. That word karma is so goddamn real, because karma ain't nothing but a squirrel, and a squirrel is a circle, and it's like a boomerang effect. When you throw that boomerang out in the air, it's gonna swirl back around and come back to you, and you gotta catch it. That's what karma is. Karma is that boomerang effect. When you throw that bullshit out to the people, to the men that you fucking over, what goes around, that saying, what goes around comes back around, that is so true. So you got to be very careful on how you treat these men out here, because that first lane that you start talking to might not be that second lane you start talking to. That second lane gonna be right there waiting on your ass to do some sucker shit, and he might do something that might blow your damn mind. And I ain't talking about something good either. So you better be careful, ladies, on how you treat men out here in these streets, because everybody ain't the same. Now, all right, I guess Harley ain't gonna probably come back on here, so let me go ahead, and I've got a video I wanted to show on the women saying how hurt. Well, one woman said she was hurt. Well, I don't want to show that for you. I want to show this video right here.
You know one thing that nobody ever talks
Check it out.
It's the lethal combination of growing up a tomboy with an independent woman mindset. Because the two, they are not the same. It's not synonymous. Don't get them confused, right? I grew up watching my mother do everything. And when I say everything, I'm talking every single thing, working hard 2 and 3 jobs at a time. She was holding it down, and sometimes even in a relationship. So to me, I was like, don't depend on a man for jack squat. You can do it yourself, and I believe in you, boo. That was me. But also, I didn't grow up with a big sister. No, ma'am, no, sir. I grew up with a big brother. Yes, Jordan was the man I was trying to be. Anything he could do, I could do in my head, but not in reality. I was so obsessed with being just like my big brother that by the time I got to the 3rd grade, I had worn myself out so bad, I ended up with a hernia and had to get surgery to get it removed. I was doing too much. And then by the time I got to the 6th grade, like, boys move over and arm wrestle me. Yes, I'm stronger than you. Fight me if you want. Like, I was low-key delusional. And then I wondered that when I got to the 8th grade, when everybody had all these crushes and they had these play relationships, like, Why doesn't anyone like me? It's because you were mean, girl. You was out here trying to fight all the little boys, trying to prove that you were stronger than them. Like, get a grip. In my defense, however, I did go to a middle school that was in the country that was akin to a PWI, so that could have played a little bit of a role into it, but that's not what this is about. I am happy to report, however, that God is real and he works miracles because your girl is married. Obviously, I grew up, right? I learned a thing or two, but it is still like a constant battle, let me tell you. Like, my man is always doing something. He's always like cooking, cleaning, working hard, paying bills, and I appreciate him. And I have to verbalize that, but there's a part of me in my mind that I'm always fighting. Don't let him know you're soft. Like, girl, this man married you. Get over it, right? And obviously, I'm actively trying to figure that one out and be softer and nicer because I am not a big advocate for the independent girly boss babe club. No, ma'am, no, sir. If I don't have to do it, why should I? Like, if that's what you want to do you, boo. But I don't want to be working hard, like, and doing it all by myself. I really don't. And the way that like actually plays out in like real life, let's say for instance, I have something like really, really heavy that I physically cannot lift that needs to be hanged up, right? First delusion that I have to fight through with the help of the Holy Spirit is that I am just as strong as him and I can do it, because the answer is no, I'm not, and no, I cannot. And then when I go and ask him, hey babe, can you hang this? If it takes him 0.6 seconds to answer the question with anything less than a yes, in my head, I'm fighting back saying, it's okay, I got it. I can do it myself because I can only depend on myself. Like, girl, stop being so dramatic. Calm down. You know he gonna say yes and do it for you anyway. Like, dang, boo. So pray for me. Pray for my husband. I'm still learning how to be soft because I do love this man and I cherish him. Thank you, Lord. But yeah.
Okay, we're back. That sister talking too goddamn fast. She could have been a rapper. But I get what she's saying. But in some ways or another, I kind of disagree on some of the things that she was saying. But the thing is, these women nowadays mindset is so jacked up. Because I was listening to her saying like she watched her mother work 2 or 3 jobs and all that old stuff and do it all by herself and this and that and another third. But you know, one thing I can say for certain that folks don't realize that the mothers never tell the real full story on why she had to do it by herself. That's where everybody seems to like go into a zombie zone. It's like, or they'll just get right straight to it and say some shit like, well, he left me and left me with a child or whatever the case may be. He didn't want to be with me no way and all of those stuff. I find that hard to believe because most black men love their children, and then at the same time, they're not gonna try to go nowhere because they don't want nobody else raising their child. But at the same time, like I said, when you do a research, a history research on past tense situations like the women's liberation movement and stuff, missed all that shit back in the days, and get an understanding on why black women got into the position that they're in as of today, which was 50 plus years ago. You'll get an understanding on why most of our black women's mindset is set up the way it is. It's not set up because, you know, the guy that's up and just left. I mean, you know, you got some airheads, I'm sure, that do silly shit like that, I'm sure. I'm not saying it ain't, but you do have a lot of guys that are willing to try to make it work and whatever the case may be, but it don't work because there's always trials and tribulations, drama is in place because the man got to worry about her listening to her mother or listening to the naysayers in the street. And they always get into an argument because, like I said, I lived that life before, so I know what's up. The thing is, like I say, a lot of times you have to be careful on the women that you choose, men, You know what I'm saying? To the point where if she ain't got no full-fledged family raised like a mother and a real father, a father that basically stood his ground in his house. I ain't talking about a father that was just there, you know what I'm saying, paying bills and basically laying on his ass, and the mother was treating him like he had a tail or something. I ain't talking about them. That's very real shit. That's soft chips ahoy cookie ass nigga. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the James Evan type. The one stood on his square and protect his home and served his home just like the police protect and serve the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that guy. You know, what if you ain't got one of them in the house, shit, you can't have no conversation because I already know you fucked up. Because that's what you call an alpha male. That's what I claim. That's what I'm down with, alpha male. This a man that literally show his daughter, hey, this is how you respect yourself. This is how you do yourself. This is how you respect a man. This is how you do a man. If you don't have one of them in your house, I already know you did. You destroyed already. Just like this sister right here, who's out here hoo crying. Check this out.
Tired. I'm tired of holding the fort down. I'm tired of making sure you're good. I'm tired of protecting you. I'm tired of holding your secrets. And what do? You treat me like I'm trash? You. That is not, I'm tired of it. I'm looking in the camera because I'm tired of it. For the black women that's out here, y'all treat us like we not as a daily reminder, and that's not cool.
Y'all, that video made me so sad for a plethora of reasons. I felt her on a deep level because honestly I was her. But there are 3 key things that she said that I want us to pay attention to, and I'm going to talk about real quick. First thing she said is, I'm tired. Then she said, I'm tired of holding you down. Then she said, I'm tired of protecting you. But here's the key commonality in all of this. In order to participate in any experience, we have to come into agreement with it. When we create space for others by trying or attempting to do their work, we end up becoming a dumping ground for others. And so when they realize you're a dumping ground, they start treating you like trash. So if you're in that space now, or you find a continuous cycle of being in that space, then here are some things you can do so you can stop participating in an experience that you don't desire. Number 1, check out my pinned video on universal law. The second thing you want to do is get to the root of why you feel the need to hold them down, to tire yourself out to exhaustion, or to protect them from different things. Third and most important thing you want to start doing is to, number 1, hold you down. Number 2, protect yourself. And number 3, pour into yourself so much that what's in your cup is yours, and what tops over, you can give to everyone else.
Yes, indeed. If she say so. My thing is, when women say they tired of holding a guy down, no, it ain't got nothing to do with the guy. It's got to do with your choices that you make. Because the guy that you choose, you seen the goddamn red flags in your face. You just wanted to ignore what you seen. Because most guys out here show them red flags clearly as hell. And a lot of time women feel like, well, if I give him some pussy and fix him some butter biscuits and gravy or whatever the case may be, some food from scratch or whatever, he's gonna stay around. He ain't gonna go nowhere. Automatically thinking that you're gonna change the game on this man, make his life, changeable, and he gonna stay around. Newsflash, sis, it don't work that way. First off, if you don't value yourself and you put on a fake reality, hair, hat, eyelashes, makeup, all the little shit that that don't belong to your body, an average man is gonna look at you as a fake one, and he's gonna treat you the way you act. the way you present yourself, fake. So therefore, you're gonna have those problems where you're gonna be tired of being sick and tired because of how you present yourself in the public's eye. See, most men that get with you, they're not gonna tell you the real truth about who you are because they already know you don't know who you are. You fake. But at the same time, you telling I don't want no fake ass relationship. I want a real nigga. I want a real this and that. No, but you looking fake by wearing all this fake reality on your face. So they're gonna treat you the same way you put yourself in that energy. You give off fake energy, you're gonna get treated fake. So that's your fault for you being tired of it. I'm tired of holding you down. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Because every nigga that see you and you dressing all unappropriately, you're not respecting yourself, you're not valuing yourself, he gonna literally treat you like he feel like you need to be treated, like a damn nothing. Like I see women all the time talking about stay out of my inbox on Facebook, but at the same time, talking about niggas are thirsty. What you feeding him the thirst? You know he thirsty. You bringing the drinks. You showing you basically promoting the drinks for him to be thirsty. You know what I mean about posting the drinks? You wearing these little tight outfits with your pussy print showing, your asshole out, titties plumped out, with your nipples showing. You're giving him the figment of imagination of what he want to do to you. And that's a man, because he's a man. Men like shit like that. I'm a man, and I like shit like that. But at the same time, I wouldn't date you because I already know everybody's seen what I seen. And I don't want nobody to see what I seen. Because we're going to all try to get you at the same goddamn time. And that's going to make you feel like you superior and at the top of the food chain. And you're going to get out here and talk about all these niggas are thirsty. Well, yeah, of course they're thirsty. Because you basically promoting the thirst, promoting the drinks, for him to want something, to want to taste. Yeah. So when you get out here and you do these things, and then you give him some of your little kitty cat, and he already know I'm just gonna fuck her just to say I fucked her, and he gonna move around. Then you gonna talk, I'm tired of holding y'all down. Yeah, okay, whatever. Get your shit together. Find out who you are as a woman, and realize the real genetic code of yourself. Get out of all that fake shit, and I guarantee you ain't gotta worry about being entitled man. All right, now let's move on to the news. I ain't really gonna come back on, so shit. I gotta do the news on myself. This is not gonna be very long because I'm gonna be getting ready to shut it down because it's 7:52. I see. 8 minutes. 121 hours in the paint. Let's go in on the news with Mr. Puff Daddy and Cassidy. Well, this is become a very viral situation. Okay, they say, according to certain news or AG message information, they saying like Diddy supposed to made Cassidy do some old nasty shit, and she literally got tired of being sick and tired, and literally said that she wanted to sue the dog shit out of Diddy for the things that he did to her in Fast Times. Well, here's my take on this whole situation. Diddy has always been a minion in the industry as far as being the caretaker for white supremacy in the industry. What I mean is, when Diddy first got I often say Death Row, not Death Row, Bad Boy Records started. His first artist was Craig Mack. When he got with Craig Mack thought Diddy was a real trill dude until he started seeing some things that he didn't like. And it got to a point where he started dissing himself from Bad Boy. You know, a little bit at a time. But later on down the line, the next year, following year, 1994, he signed Biggie, the notorious B.I.G. God rest of both of them brothers. You know what I'm saying? And the way that situation was started up, it was just like it was Trump. It was a stage act as far as how this man, album, his album label basically said it all on how his life was going to be in the next couple of years at that time. He had his first album was Ready to Die. And then when he died March 9th, 1997, his last album was Life After Death. So it's like these motherfuckers literally telling you what they're gonna do to Biggie. And Diddy played a big role in all that shit. Everybody that talks about Diddy in the industry said this man has a dark side within himself. You hear stories like that and it makes you raise an eyebrow on who this nigga really is. The thing is, with this situation with him and Cassie, it's not surprising because if you know how they get down in Hollywood and how they get down in the music entertainment industry, it's a lot of rituals getting basically played. And that's probably what it was. And Cassie didn't like a lot of the shit that was going down. And shit just started happening. And then even to the point where she tried to get away from Diddy, and Diddy sort of kicked her ass and jumped on her. And then she tried to get over here to the dude, they're out here, Kid Cudi or some shit like that. And she told him that if she keep fucking with him, that he was gonna blow the dude's car up. Then supposedly Kid Cudi sort of reached out on Twitter or something and said that his car blew up in his yard. I don't know if that's the truth. But the thing is, a lot of this shit, to me, is all a stage act of distractions. So I don't really want to go deep. I mean, shout out to my cousin Derek Tyler because he wanted me to give my take on that whole situation. Well, there you have it, cuzzo, if you out there listening. So the thing is, Diddy, you know what I'm saying, he got I believe he's got a dark side to him because every time you hear stories and his name's always popping up, it's just like saying, there you go again, here go Diddy shit again, So it's like all this shit is just what the fuck it is, to be honest with you. And speaking of all this shit, let's move on to Will Smith and Dwayne Martin. Well, this is also viral. Dwayne Martin and Will Smith, they were good friends. And there's a video that got out where one of Will Smith's friends, some little chunky ass nigga that got up there and was on Kendrick K's show, basically breaking down what's supposed to have happened between those two behind closed doors. I have this video and I'm going to show it in a second and see if I can find it. I think this is it right here. Yes, this is it. Check it out.
Instagram. You see the hundreds of celebrities that I've done business with, done things with. And during the latter years of our relationship, Will was not my friend. I was his friend. I was around before they had Trey. Jada was the woman that everybody wanted. And Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, There's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars. You can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
And who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Well, I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Damn. Somebody told me I made my pictures in the book. You know, your picture's in the book and your name is in the book. So you're doing some real elegant pimp. I'm blowing you up. I love that. I'm blowing you up.
Dude, this is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new. They probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too. So I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Okay. What did you do?
Even when I was with the deer and headlights, and I finally said, oh shit.
Okay, another industry melee. That's over in Will Smith's homeboy. But you know, one thing I've always said to myself, you got to keep your eyes on your enemies, because your enemies could be your friends. Your friends can be your worst fucking enemy, because they're around you all the time. They see what you do, and they taking notes on the things that you do in your daily life. And the thing is, they're there to insult you in the later life if they feel like they want something out of you. If they feel like they've seen something you did, they're going to use that against you in the later life. Now, I don't know if this is true or not about Will and Dwayne, because, like I said, this is industry shit. So, and if you don't know the industry, you know that the industry is basically connected to a lot of BS rituals. And the thing is, I don't know if Will Smith did what he did, or Dwayne did what they did, or did what he did, or whatever the case may be. But, you know, it wouldn't surprise me not one bit, because this industry shit is just mind-boggling. And a lot of times it hurts your soul, because these are people that you watch on television, in movies and stuff, and you got real comfortable with them. But at the same time, you find out they have a dark side to themselves that is just straight crazy. Now, the brother that sit up there and sort of exposed him on the sucker shit that he's, you know, talking that stuff, I don't know if this dude is thinking clearly on what he's doing, trying to expose Will. I don't know if he wanted Will to give him a certain amount of money for certain something that he was doing for him or something, and he didn't get it. So he went on. I said Kendra K. It was Tasha K. I'm sorry. You know, her podcast and try to do it out here on blast. But I had got a breaking news story earlier on the concept of it got back to Will and Jada about what this dude has said, and this is what was going down. Check this out.
Breaking news! Will Smith is currently involved in a legal dispute concerning allegations of a same-sex affair. Recently, claims have arisen suggesting that Will Smith and Dwayne Martin engaged in extramarital activities together. These allegations are believed to have originated from a former friend and assistant of Will's. The Smith family is taking these accusations seriously. In a viral video, Jada was asked about the allegations and simply responded by stating, "We suing." She later clarified that the claims are untrue. The individual who is suspected of initiating these accusations allegedly felt entitled to compensation for Will's memoir. Jada explained that this former friend and assistant had previously requested compensation from Will, who was willing to offer a specific amount that was ultimately rejected. This is why Jada believes that these claims stem from this individual. As per the allegations made by Will's former friend, he supposedly witnessed Will engaging in intimate activities with another man in a dressing room. Crazy they always said what was a bit fruity. Additionally, he made derogatory remarks about Will's abilities, suggesting that they were insufficient to fully satisfy Jada. This leaves me speechless.
Yep. Like I say, you know, some shit ought to go down in the town, because chances are Will and Jada finna, I guess, gonna strike it up and make an example out of old boy saying what he said. So I'm back and say, stay tuned to that. Anyway, we're gonna get off of that. That was the news of the week, since this situation went viral all over the place. You know, like I say, it hurts me in my heart to hear about anything on this level, because I like Will Smith. I grew up listening to Will Smith when he first came out back in 1987, 88. And the thing is, here we are 30 plus years later, and this man is being basically flooded on all kind of shit in his career. But that's the thing, that's what happens when you get in this industry, because it's cutthroat motherfuckers all over the place. And then you got the bullshit naysayers and the troll makers and all this shit, the trolls, all this shit that's out here that literally like what they hear and see. That's keeping up the bullshit melee. That's why I say it's all the distraction to keep us looking one way while they doing shit the other way. Anyway, enough of that. All right, let me go ahead and end this show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys that was listening tonight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all probably doing things and, you know, and handling your business. Shout out to my real dark friends. I know he's not going to come back on here tonight because it's getting late. So I'm going to go ahead and end this whole live situation. Y'all guys, he say he easy, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. And your boy, Chaos is out. Deuces.
These bitches like my smile, but niggas know I ain't joking. I bounce back again with pressure. I lost focus. I had to clear my head. Ain't no way that I'm feeling hopeless. The weight of the world, I've been holding it on my shoulders. And if you try to play me, I'm upping it out the holster. I might flash out quick. I done took enough shit. Better go on and find somebody else to play with. I ain't playing nothing, bitch. Say don't play with me, nigga. Y'all gon' fuck around and make this shit get way more realer. Watching my life like a movie, y'all gon' make this a thriller. Please don't push me up too close to going out like a killer. If I shoot it, ain't gon' miss him. Shit, I'm hitting like Reggie Miller. Should've told him not to fuck around. I bet his family gon' miss him. Don't end up on no obituary wings on your picture. Lord knows it must be your time and the devil coming to get you. Make them put you on the shirt so nobody won't forget you. And they putting flowers out and lighting candles for you, nigga. First you made it to the news, then you made it to the grave. It could happen to you fast, cause some niggas don't play. Please don't fuck around with me and have a bad ass day.